thank you for coming out to share this very, very special day for Auburn. I want to begin by thanking my family and friends who are here with us today. A special thanks to Janet. I can't quite see her in the dark, but I want to thank her for more than 35 years of support, advice, partnership. I wouldn't be here without Janet. Auburn made out very, very well when they got Janet. Also, a special thanks and acknowledgement to our sons, Scott and Eric, who are sitting with Janet, and especially to my parents as well. My dad was a great role model. I followed in his footsteps as a plant pathologist, government scientist, and professor. You don't see that very often, but thanks, Dad. And I also want to thank the rest of my family, my mentors, and my colleagues who are here with us today. I want to thank the leaders and members of the local community who took time to attend. Your partnership, especially Bill Ham, has been and continues to be invaluable to this university. Special thank you to Jacqueline, Dr. Swantek, Bo, for their kind remarks, their dedicated service to Auburn. Special thanks to Trustee Demaribus for his support and his leadership as President Pro Tem of the Auburn Board. And I know my longtime mentor and good friend, Chancellor Harold Martin, is watching somewhere out there via live stream. So I want to thank him for his guidance, his support over many, many years. It's been a great relationship. And then finally, a special thank you to Governor Ivey, right here on my side. I thank the governor for her leadership and for the close partnership we've developed so quickly. I know our growing relationship is going to be an incredible asset in building Auburn into a world-class university, and it's going to help drive all the great work you're doing, Governor, to take our state to new heights. It is a great time to be in Auburn. It is just truly tremendous, and it's an honor for me to lead such a phenomenal institution. So I'm excited today to stand before you and present the ambitious vision we have for Auburn. Before I do that, though, I want to comment on yesterday's student celebration across campus on the campus green. Students are my #1 priority, and being around students is, quite frankly, my favorite part of the job. And yesterday was beyond my expectations. The games, the music, the energy. I was thinking of saying the hundreds, but there was over 1,000 students who came out to celebrate Auburn. Particularly enjoyed talking with the students, learning about their views, their aspirations. It was really vibrant, it was energizing, and it's a reminder of why we're all here at Auburn. And that's actually a really fitting place to start my more formal remarks today. Why are we here? I want to share an ambitious vision for the future of Auburn, a vision developed and embraced by our dedicated Board of Trustees, our tremendously talented leadership team, the faculty and staff from across our campus. It's a bold vision, so I want to be crystal clear right from the start about this vision. Our vision is to become, for Auburn, is to become a world-class academic, research, and service university in the true spirit of our land-grant heritage, and to be recognized as an undisputed go-to destination for that special caliber of student, faculty, staff, and development partner driven to make a meaningful impact on the state of Alabama, the nation, and the world. Now, to some of you, that may sound like an overly ambitious goal, but it is not. The goal is achievable. To understand what it will take to realize this vision, we need to look at where we stand today, and that begins with a reminder of the important role Auburn plays as a public land-grant university. That critical role, when you break it down, has 3 components. Our first responsibility as a land-grant university is to educate and prepare our students for life. We endeavor to expand their minds, broaden their experiences, and hone their capabilities by imparting both theoretical knowledge and practical skills. Our goal is to empower and inspire our students to be the very best they can be. A big part of our public charter and a key part of our Auburn Creed is to ensure that our students are also instilled with a strong work ethic, sound character traits, and high values. We engage students to make valuable contributions to the world they live in and to lead their fellow citizens in creating meaningful change, particularly with those most in need. This responsibility to build moral character and drive active social responsibility distinguishes the student experience at all land-grant universities, but most certainly distinguishes Auburn. Our second responsibility is to drive the development of scholarship and research that creates and advances knowledge in the purest sense. We support, build upon, and leverage the expertise of our faculty, students, and partners to innovate, to create new science, new technologies, and new applications and methodologies that can directly improve the world around us. Our third responsibility, outreach and engagement, leverages the value of the first two elements. Our duty is to engage our students, graduates, faculty, and partners to transform the fruits of our scholarship and research into products, methods, and services that meet our community's most pressing needs. Delivering real-world, practical solutions is what sets land grants apart, and it's core to our foundation here. Now, the reality is most land grants typically perform well in one or two of these areas of responsibility. But the very best land grant universities are driven to excel in all three. Their leaders recognize and embrace the synergy found in the interplay of education, research, and outreach. That's the sweet spot for the top-tier land-grant universities. It's what they aspire to attain, and that's our goal for Auburn. So the question we need to ask is, how are we doing? We're doing well in every area, and we're doing exceptionally well in some. In terms of education, there's no doubt that Auburn students engage, influence, and lead at extraordinarily high levels. The Auburn student experience is one of the crown jewels of our performance. We owe this success to an educational and on-campus environment that welcomes and embraces the expectations and demands of today's college-bound youth. Auburn embodies an unwavering commitment to student learning that delivers an extraordinary educational experience for our students inside the classroom as well as beyond. Our students enjoy robust faculty-student access. It drives collaborative scholarship. It fuels learning. Our dynamic faculty, staff, and partners, as well as our dedicated alumni family, work together to build upon shared principles of hard work, community outreach, and meaningful societal impact. The result is a history of post-graduation, student success, and professional advancement that is second to none. Industry-leading employers actually seek out Auburn graduates for their professionalism, for their leadership, their commitment to teamwork, and for their immediate contributions that they make above and beyond the job requirements. And Auburn's alumni and donor family of successful entrepreneurs, artists, entertainers, business leaders forms a highly engaged base of support for scholarships, research funding, and campus growth. When it comes to scholarship and research, Auburn's performance is solid, and in particular sectors we are truly world-class. Auburn's researchers and scientists are creating breakthroughs in cybersecurity, threat detection, next-generation transportation, agriculture, health disparities, targeted gene therapy, as well as architectural design. And these are just a few of the many areas. Our faculty, students, and partners collaborate to create extraordinary new science, new technologies, and promising scholarly discoveries in the arts and humanities as well. Many of them have very strong potential to deliver practical, life-changing solutions to regional, national, and global needs. And our research and development partnerships form a growing portfolio of valuable intellectual property and mission-critical science, technology, and health applications that improve Auburn's standing as an increasingly more valuable partnership university. Auburn's commitment to scholarship and research is sound, but there is room for growth and improvement. In terms of engagement and outreach, Auburn has an impressive record turning the fruits of our scholarship and our research into transformational solutions. Auburn collaborates with local communities and world-leading partners alike to address at-risk populations through initiatives that deliver life-changing products as well as services. For example, we're battling obesity and chronic diseases in 14 under-resourced Alabama counties through work of the Cooperative Extension Service and the Centers for Disease Control. We protect citizens and first responders with our vapor wake detection dogs. We develop life-giving therapies and treatments for treating childhood disease. We improve yields in agriculture and aquaculture. We conserve and sustain life's natural resources. We build cybersecurity initiatives for business and government. This list could go on and on. But even these glowing descriptions fail to drive home the truly most impressive thing about Auburn's engagement and outreach. And that is they are accomplished by a relatively small number of faculty compared to our peer universities. That makes the impact of our scholarship and research even more remarkable. When it comes to fulfilling our role and responsibilities as a public land-grant university, the state of Auburn is strong. But the truth is, strong isn't enough to take Auburn to the next level. As formidable as our research and scholarship have been, and as strong as our engagement and outreach efforts have been, we can do even better. We can do more. We will do more. We need to be more efficient. We will be more streamlined in the future. We'll be great stewards of our funds, and we'll carefully reinvest those funds into our new priorities. We will earn the reputation as a university that business, industry, and government seek. With some changes in our organizational structure that we're taking, we're moving in that direction already. We've split responsibility for research and economic development into 2 vice presidential level roles. The division of responsibilities will maximize the value of our intellectual property, allow us to accelerate engagement with business and industry. This restructuring will also enable Auburn to collaborate more closely with the Economic Development Partnership of Alabama and others interested in Alabama's growth and prosperity. We're also looking to make additional improvements to further drive the integration of processes and procedures and make us more efficient. We have a new appetite for urgency here. We're going to build upon our traditional strengths by adding significant new resources to our current scholarship and fundamental research footprint. We'll expand our partnership and engagement capabilities and operations across campus. And we'll do all this while paying very, very close attention to student education engagement, which is our crown jewel. It's not going to be easy, but here's how we plan to do it. Quite simply, we need more faculty. We need to increase our faculty. And we need to give these new hires, as well as those currently on campus, the full resources they need to succeed. We intend to transform Auburn into a top-tier academic, research, and service university by hiring more than 500 tenure-track research and scholarship-focused faculty by 2022. This transformational hiring plan will facilitate scholarship growth and improve faculty-student ratios and enhance our partnership capabilities. I'm sure the faculty know that's a bold commitment, but it's achievable. New research funding, competitive incentive programs, and targeted graduate student recruitment programs will drive Auburn's research initiatives and public-private partnerships to great new levels. New outreach and engagement initiatives will better position Auburn as both a go-to destination for fundamental research and a vital partner for applied science and technology transfer initiatives. New faculty hires will balance student teaching responsibilities. They'll balance them with a heightened focus on interdisciplinary research initiatives that engage major partners in large development and engagement projects. Our strength in fundamental and applied research will launch this dramatic expansion of Auburn's research faculty and scholarly expertise over the next 5 years. But it isn't enough to develop groundbreaking intellectual property. We will need to implement the practices and structured processes to convert our IP into new products, new therapies, and new value-added services to foster the businesses that will create jobs right here in Alabama. So the question some of you are asking, and all of you could be asking, is how will we get there? We're poised to begin a strategic planning process led by Dr. Beth Girdle from the College of Agriculture and Dr. Bruce Tatterchuk from the Samuel Ginn College of Engineering. A faculty-led process that will include an assessment of the critical requirements needed, such as new facilities, equipment, housing, labs, as well as operational and administrative needs for recruiting and onboarding a tremendous number of new graduate students. In keeping with Auburn's commitment to shared governance, this team is going to enlist insight and experience from faculty, administrators, development partners, and many others. We're going to leverage our strengths in STEM and agriculture, but we'll expand this initiative into disciplines with clearly identified promise. No area will be overlooked when we identify initiatives to go forward. We'll also be increasing the number of doctoral graduate students to support faculty research and outreach engagement as part of this process. But I want to point out that we're not starting this research expansion from scratch. Last year, we announced our presidential awards for interdisciplinary research to foster creativity, facilitate collaboration, and assist Auburn in reaching new levels of research and development distinction. In fact, it was a great pleasure to see that more than 100 proposals were submitted earlier this month. Earlier this year, we also announced a new graduate research fellowship program designed to support research and innovation by Auburn doctoral students while enhancing their careers as academic and societal leaders. Our ongoing expansion of facilities and support services at the Auburn Research Park, including the 3 new buildings soon to be under construction for research administration, health sciences, and a new child care center, also signals our commitment. And there's also the new Gouge Performing Arts Center. It's scheduled for completion next year. This state-of-the-art center is going to connect our community with world-class performing artists and experiences that will foster innovation and research across the entire campus. And other lifestyle and cultural additions in the surrounding area will turn the Auburn Research Park and surrounding area into an arts and innovation district, a go-to destination when we recruit new startups and foster new business collaboration. On campus, we're planning to add new dining options, more parking, additional residence hall capacity to accommodate every freshman who wants to live near their classrooms, labs, and study areas. So the last big question I have for you is related to, you might be wondering how we're going to pay for these new faculty, facilities, and support programs. The trustees are probably wondering that. But I believe we're well positioned to achieve these ambitious goals. We recently completed the most successful fundraising campaign for a university in the history of the state of Alabama, and we did it 16 months ahead of schedule. Thanks to all of you who participated in this landmark achievement and making it possible. Sources of funding for new facilities and expansion of existing facilities will be considered in collaboration with the governor and our development partners as we flesh out our needs. And we're about to wrap up the most successful legislative session in decades here in Alabama. We are especially thankful for the commitment of our public officials as we're all working together for a better Alabama. I want to mention another key component of our vision, though, and that is raising the awareness of Auburn on the national stage. We want others to know about Auburn's commitment to excellence. We want others to know about Auburn students who inspire, engage, and lead. We want others to know about Auburn's research and scholarship, the scholarship that delivers real-world benefits. We want others to know about Auburn's outreach and engagement that serves the social good. It's important that we raise Auburn's profile because we'll need that higher visibility as we work to add 500 new tenure-track faculty over the next 5 years. It's absolutely necessary to raise our profile if we're going to attract new partners in business, industry, and government, and expand our existing development and outreach relationships. Now, I'm not advocating that we brag or boast. I learned quickly that's not the Auburn way. But there's nothing wrong with Auburn getting its fair share of well-deserved recognition for our tremendous abilities and accomplishments. So here's my challenge to you today. Promoting the unique value and promise of Auburn to key stakeholders is everybody's job. From students, faculty and staff, and partners, every member of the Auburn family has a critical role to play. So to our students, tell your friends about the big plans we have. Invite them to join us, give them a tour of our campus. To our faculty, embrace and help lead the transformation of Auburn into a premier research and scholarship-driven institute that fosters a uniquely compelling student experience. We need your help on both fronts. To our staff, we cannot achieve our aspirations without the expert skills, hard work, and unwavering commitment you bring to your vitally important roles in keeping Auburn operating efficiently and moving forward. And to the large, very large, loyal Auburn family, I know you realize the important role you can and do play in helping identify promising faculty, potential research and engagement partners, and high-caliber prospective students. We invite you to continue with that much-appreciated help. To our business partners, there's no limit to the innovative ways Auburn can help you grow and fuel your businesses. We can provide the top quality talent you need. So bring us your opportunities and needs, and Auburn will deliver. Now we're embarking on a bold adventure, a moonshot, if you will. I hope you share my excitement at the extraordinary wealth of opportunity that we have before us. Auburn is on the move. A colleague of mine recently said to me, "The train is leaving the station. It's time to get on board." But I think for Auburn, there's a much better analogy, one much more fitting to the rich, storied legacy of Auburn's pivotal role in America's successful race to the moon. Decades ago, President John F. Kennedy stood before a similar audience of educators, researchers to launch that adventure. The words he spoke ring true today as they did then. So I'd like to close with them. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and to do other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we are willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one which we intend to win. Ladies and gentlemen, I urge you to accept this challenge with me. Together, we can achieve it. Thank you very much, and War Eagle.